Hi guys, let's play a bit with our friend Green Lantern. Essentially, I made a few tiny changes to the character. This is, I guess, my new controller look because for my DPS, essentially, I got a brand new cape, which is all kinds of awesome. I bought it pretty much for the style because there's a better cape I could have bought in the Watchtower, but I thought this would look good on my Green Lantern. Also, I kind of like how this version of the Miracle Escape does not interfere with the emblem. Oh, hi there, Bingo. I didn't realize there was a Bingo game on PS4. So let's go play a few missions. I'm pretty sure let's go into the Metropolis Battle Zone. I think we should be able to do the bonus mission today. Hi, Borikua Head. Not sure how to properly pronounce your name. Sorry. I've been good. I've been good. If I don't really have anything that will allow me to reproduce some sort of Groot character, I could try, but I'm pretty sure I don't have what it takes. I'm not sure if there's any styles in game that are actually good for that. And even assuming that there are actually are styles in game allowing us to reproduce Groot, I don't know if I have those styles. Hi, Kid Flash. Let's go. Let's use the portal. So if I'm not mistaken, we only have two missions left until we can unlock the mission over here. So let's see what happens.
If you hurry, you can rescue the people trapped inside of them, assuming they haven't been converted yet.
Is it the one with the guns? Luckily, no.
All this love in the air is only ticking off atrocities even more. His red lanterns are wrecking up the southern end of the historic district, and the crimson mist is messing with our folks out there. See if you can help, but be careful. I'll remove that crimson mist from you.
I'm not sure who got the idea for this red mist.
We need to collect this crimson mist so we can study it.
I guess in theory it may have seemed like a good idea, but in practice, it's almost as bad as if you were lagging. Oh, you're not late, Flash. I just started barely 4 minutes ago. Yeah, I could look at the plant style to try and reproduce Groot. I guess I'll have to look it up. I guess I'll have to check some of my older characters because I did not run the spring seasonal at least these past 2 years. So if I do have the plant styles, it's probably on one of my older character, either Magneto or the Phantom. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, it's going good. It's going good. So let's try and find ourselves. There's a little fella here. Oh yeah, quantum is a fun power to use. Oh, there it is. If there's any Star Wars fans out there, I saw a nice 1 hour video with Mark Hamill, who essentially was just answering questions, and it was pretty entertaining to watch. So if you guys like Mark Hamill, and if you like behind the scenes stories, he had quite a few to tell. It's been available since yesterday, I think, on YouTube. So if you look it up, you should be able to find it fairly easily.
Sapphires have brought a few of their homegrown crystals to Earth. If you hurry, you can rescue the people trapped inside of them, assuming they haven't been converted yet.
But yeah, Flash Quantum is a really fun power. And the animation, the visual effects of the animation looks really nice. I'm not sure why I keep on messing up. Oh yeah, lockbox.
Great. Now let's win this war. Thanks. I couldn't move in there. Protect me.
And it has a really cool power that allows you to teleport.
You're leaving me.
Other than the Cersei Legend, it's pretty much the only power that can do so, as far as I know.
Feel the power of love. Claustrophobia is no joke.
So just one more. Oh, there it is.
Identified the location of newly converted star sapphires that appear to be preparing for an attack. Head to the coordinates and stop them.
It's good to get away from someone. It's also good that you can even use it offensively to charge your target. So it's pretty versatile depending on what you want to do. Oh, I guess we're done. So let's go see our friend Elsa, and she'll probably give us the bonus mission.
Don't dwell too much on those that were converted. Sadly, war has its casualties.
We've learned that those weird crystals
there
with
we
the
go.
mist barrels are coming from Ferris aircraft. What the hell is Carol thinking? You need to get there right away. We've got a teleporter set up for you.
Sadly, this is only a mission you can do once every 5 days unless you use replays. So let's go and do it.
Whatever the star sapphires are up to here can't be good. Figure out exactly what's going on.
I tried exploring a bit, but I don't recall seeing anything useful over there. So we'll stick to this part over here. I seem to recall. Oh, there it is.
At Ferris Aircraft, we're using salvaged equipment to develop a new treatment for our most stubborn enemies. With this technology, we will use the amethyst mist to amplify the effect of the crystals and convince them to see light.
We must prevent anyone from getting into the hangar. The experiment must not be interrupted.
Mogo is detecting some non-star sapphires in the hangar. If you come across any allies, make sure to release them.
Oh, the Flash movie is coming up.
This one put a
It's
point
going to be in 2 years, I think.
once we've used
An intruder. Activating force field. We must finish the conversion of the prime target.
the star sapphires
No, thank you for the offer. I don't really need to go to Central City right now.
No, we weren't able to finish the conversion.
I don't think you were able to complete the experiment, but the mist is
Oh, Jinx, I don't
definitely
recall seeing
Try
that
to
one
take her
before.
down, but be careful. She's not herself. Logo's sending in emerald mist barrels. Try replacing the amethyst mist with those devices. The old switcheroo might help take her down.
Oh, let's use all of that. But the Flash movie, from what I understand, will be very, very different from the Flash we know from the comics or even from the TV show.
Carol's been leveraging the tech Ferris developed alongside Star Labs. She's always been business savvy. Good thing you were there to stop them from forcing another to join their ranks.
So they were using Ferris aircraft.
At
as their
combat rating
lab for
63, you should be able to go
experimenting with
into
the mist.
Central City.
Well, it's good you squashed that effort.
Unless, did you purchase the DLC? Or are you legendary? You have to either be legendary or you have to have purchased the Lightning Strikes DLC. Well, once you have the combat rating, the only thing I can think of why you may not be able to go in is because maybe you don't have the DLC. So you have to either purchase the DLC or be a legendary player to be able to go in. Sup, Michelle? Playing a few missions with our Green Lantern friend. Well, let's go see. You think everybody in game can hear me? Not sure about what that's about. Yes, Kid Flash, you need membership. Either the membership or you need to purchase the pretty sure it's Lightning Strikes DLC. Yeah, that's it. That's a lightning strikes. Oh, come to think of it, let's purchase a feeder too. Essentially, I'm almost done with those 500 Central City bounties. I only need, I don't know, maybe 40 more, and I'll be done with my Magneto. And that's probably the last time I'll make I'll play those bounties. I'll probably purchase them all for all my other characters. I don't think I have access to the vendor yet. Well, people can hear you depending on how their settings are set, so to speak. Essentially, you can set it so that everyone can hear you around you. Like you can set it. Let's see. Like I could go into settings, into audio. No, not audio. It's been a while. I don't recall exactly where you have to go. Oh, that's it. I could essentially you have to enable proximity chat. I don't think I have Smite. I would have to check. So essentially, you have to enable proximity chat, and yeah, if you enable that, you're going to hear everyone around you. But if you turn it off like I did, you're not going to hear people. So yeah, if you want to hear everyone around you who has a microphone, uh, just enable the proximity chat, and you're going to hear them all. Don't recall how close you have. Like odds are, we would probably hear our friend Moni Minaj. No idea how to pronounce that properly. Assuming he's talking, of course. It's okay. You can't know everything. So I guess we could go either to Gotham Under Siege. Yeah, let's go to Gotham Under Siege. Oh no, let's go to New Genesis. Smite. Let's see if I have Smite. Is that a Lantern Power? I don't seem to recall. No. I guess I don't have Smite.
New Genesis is under attack. Parademons from Apocalypse have invaded and are attacking the Celestial City. And to make matters worse,
Oh, I see. No, I don't. I have no idea what that is. So obviously, I'm not playing it. So let's see, the last few times I went to the right. Let's go to the left. Let's pull all of them. Oh, I guess I was pulled. I guess we're evil warriors who keeps on pulling us. Oh, and this is the guy who sold me my awesome new cape. It's a pretty neat looking style. But right now, that's probably the only piece I'll purchase from him. But if you like slimlines, as you can see, he has. If you look at the chest, he has a really nice slimline look. The only sad part is that you cannot have an emblem with that chest, but. Well, let's try that again, and hopefully we're not going to be pulled into a truckload of enemies. thank you. There's not enough rocks that spawns, so let's go to the other spot. It's gonna be a bit easier to do the objectives on this side.
Data upload activated. Data upload activated. Explosive on. Explosive on. Awaiting detonation.
I did this mission probably a while ago, but it's the kind of mission where you have to pretty much do it daily. It's 3 marks of victory, so it's usually worth it. There's not many solo missions that give 3 marks of victory.
Data upload activated.
Sadly, in this universe online, one of the things you have to do is that you have to repeat certain missions over and over and over. It's not if you just started and if you're like fairly early in the game, it may not seem like that yet. But once you reach pretty much the end game, at the end game there isn't that many missions that you can do that will give you marks of victory. So if you want to gather marks of victory to either purchase some gear or purchase tiles or purchase anything, you have to pretty much repeat the same missions quite a lot. Which is one of the reasons why I have a lot of characters. At some point, I was getting a little burnt out of repeating of playing endgame missions, essentially. So it was a nice change of pace to be able to sometimes play, let's say, tier 5 missions, and sometimes go back and play some level 3 missions. But yeah, sadly, this is the kind of game where you have to pretty much repeat the same missions over and over and over.
Self-destruct
It's
sequence
not like in some
initiated.
other games where once you've played a mission once, you never play it again. Here, they pretty much want you to repeat those missions. Essentially, it's less work. If the developers make one mission and you have to replay it 1,000 times, it's a lot less work than having to create 1,000 different missions, if it makes any sense.
Explosive arm.
So usually they will put things like, in the case of this universe, we have feats. So we have feats to repeat certain missions. So it
Explosive
gives us a
arm.
reason to,
Awaiting
in some cases, repeat a lot of missions. Like you have feats to play, let's say, 500 solo missions. Well, obviously there's not 500 different solo missions, so you're going to have to repeat and repeat some of the solo missions quite a lot in order to get up to 500. The same with the alerts, the raids, and all that good stuff.
data upload activated. Explosive arm. Explosive arm.
Oh, I guess I have all the objectives I need, so we only need to. I'm not sure why I had a bit of lag there. This should be our last.
Thank you. The dregs will always be a problem.
So let's see
but
what's
you've
in the
helped us
box.
get them under control.
Yeah, sadly, what's in the box is pretty much 98 gear, and that's already what we have. Let's go for the third world generator. Holy crap, it's pouring. We've had a lot of rain over here recently, and I guess today is another of those days. let's go into Gotham under siege. It's from Canada, from Quebec.
Hey, you look just like the type of warrior we need.
Let's see, travel to enemy outpost.
The Amazon Princess has a mission. Make your way into
Oh, the bridge.
The fates call on you once again. The details will soon.
And the scrying bowl. We still need a piece of 98 gear or two. Or do we? Oh yeah, we do. But first, let's see what's in the box. Nothing really worth it. Well, let's go for the nightstand.
Supply units are attempting to break
So my accent is from Canada, Quebec, but even amongst Quebecers, I have a pretty singular way to speak. So well, that's okay. Well, there are people who love different accents. There are people who don't like it very much. And you can't please everyone, I suppose.
Canada forces found a way around our defenses. I need you to stop them from getting any deeper into our territory. Stand by for their coordinates.
Oh, come on. Well, I have to admit, I pretty much, I guess I always knew I had an accent, which is okay. But it's only when I started making those videos that I realized how thick my accent actually was. Like, I had heard myself before, but I had never really listened to myself, if it makes any sense. So it's only when I started to really listening to what I was saying that I realized that, holy crap, I have a really thick accent. Am I at the wrong spot? Oh, the car major is supposed to be there. Okay. I've done those missions quite a lot from both the villain and the hero perspective. So sometimes it's hard to tell both apart. I'm not sure why we don't have our boss. Ah, there he is. Or there she is. Okay, so let's go for one of them scrying bowls now. Oh, I could have sworn I heard something. There's usually one over here. Wrong place. Oh, let's complete. Oh yeah, we choose a piece of gear. I forgot about that. Sadly, it's a 95 item level piece of gear. Let's go for the mask. We could use. We're going to change it in about 5 minutes, but why not? Why am I in the wrong spot for the scrying bowl? I guess I just realized that there's bowls for villains and bowls for heroes. I always assumed it was the same.
Enemy troops are passing south of our rooftop base.
A nice. There it is. I thought I heard something.
If we can destroy the catalyst,
Yeah, once in a while I'll fight villains in the open world.
Advantage. Once you've completed that, we'll take the fight to the sky.
It depends usually what I'm doing. If I'm just focused on doing a quest that I'm trying to do ASAP, then yeah, I won't worry too much about villains. But if not, if I'm in no hurry and I'm just doing missions just for fun, then yeah, if I see villains, I'll fight them out. Sometimes I'll try some villains, even if sometimes I'll expect that they'll be much more higher level than me. But I don't really do things like sometimes you'll see players who will park themselves close to the, let's say, the police stations, or heroes who park themselves close to the safe houses in order to try and defeat some players. I don't really do that. Okay, so where's the next one? Well, yeah, that's one of the fun things of playing in the PvP open world. It's not quite the same nowadays, but at some point you had to pretty much have eyes in the back of your head because you would get jumped by other evil villains. Nowadays, it's not so much an issue because there's not as many people as there used to be. Oh yeah, well early on there's quite a few villains who will be way too powerful for you. Essentially, in the open world, you have to be a bit careful, especially early on. Like when you're level 8, a lot of the NPCs are way more powerful than you. So you have to essentially get stronger and then go back to fight them much later. Where's the last mission we need?
If we can destroy the catalyst,
Oh, that is strange. Pretty sure I went.
We can gain a battle advantage. Once you've completed that,
Pretty sure I went there just before. Usually, even if you don't have the mission flagged, if you go where the mission is, usually the objectives should appear. Pretty sure I passed through here and didn't see anything. I guess I didn't pass exactly in the area, I suppose. Well, ambush bug is something that both heroes and villains need to find. It's only in a handful of missions though. Like there's some missions where you actually have an ambush bug, but where it doesn't really count towards defeat for ambush bug, which not sure why. But we don't see much of our friend the ambush bug. We see him in I think the tier 1 or tier 2 duos. That's pretty much and we see him in the watchtower, and pretty sure he's in the Hall of Doom also. And for the Joker, you have to look around and try and find him. There's probably a few spawn points. I didn't find the Joker often enough to know exactly where he spawns. So once in a while I'll see the Joker, or if I'm a villain I'll see the Batman. Actually the opposite. Well, you can find them in on this map exactly, like in the Gotham Under Siege. There is the Joker at some point that you can see fighting some Amazons, and if you're an evil villain player, you can go help out the Joker. And there is a feat for doing that. I don't know, 14 or 17 times, something like that. And the same as a hero. As a hero, you can find Batman on the map. And if you help out Batman, again, there is a feat for that. But there's also there's a bunch of iconics that you can meet on the map. I don't recall if Joker was one of them. I know Batman was one of them. So if you look around a bit, you should be able to find Batman somewhere. But it's not really a mission per se. It's only just there's a feat. There's a feat in order to see some iconic characters. I'll show you the feat in a second. Not sure. I don't think I have it with this character. It's probably in general, I suppose. Or is it? Oh, there it is. Since I completed the feat, I probably didn't complete it with this character. I just probably purchased the feat. Essentially, there's 6 heroes that you can see somewhere on the maps. Probably 3 on Gotham and 3 in Metropolis. And one of those is Batman. I think it's Batman, Nightwing, Green Lantern. Yeah, there's Solomon Grundy that's close to that. He's one of the bounties. Essentially, it's a wanted mission that you can execute. Sadly, you have to be pretty much overgeared, I guess, or over leveled, unless you have a whole group, of course. Sadly, doing bounties nowadays, you pretty much have to do them solo, where finding a group for bounties is pretty difficult now. So let's go do the Gotham Under Siege, the patrol catastrophe, I meant. And we'll go see our friend Adonia once we've completed everything.
There are men in this city that worship a concoction called venom. They carry barrels.
So there are many iconics that you can see in the open world. And there's also a whole bunch of bounties. There's Bizarro you can do as a bounty. Killer Frost. I'm sure a lot of people didn't really know who Killer Frost was, but now with the Flash TV show, a lot more people will know who Killer Frost is. And she won't be as obscure a character as she was before. Although the Killer Frost they have on the Flash TV show is pretty much an amalgam of a handful of different versions of Killer Frost, but it does the trick well enough. Yes, you can find Kilowog, but if you're a villain, you can fight Kilowog. If you're a hero, you cannot fight him. The equivalent of Kilowog for a hero to fight is Arkillo. There's this evil yellow lantern called Arkillo that you can find in Metropolis. And he pretty much was created, even in the comics, as the evil version of Kilowog. Yeah, you have to bang it twice. There we go. But yeah, in the open world, there's quite a few iconics that you can meet, but there's a lot of obviously of not so iconics characters. But yeah, if you look around, you're going to see Clayface. You're going to see Bizarro, you're going to see Dr. Fate, Power Girl, Hawkman, Hawk Girl, Green Arrow, the Black Canary, Nightwing, and quite a few others. Where's the little thingy? I guess I should have checked here. No. Usually it's obvious to find. Once in a while you have to look around a bit. I don't think it would be here, but let's check. Oh, there it is.
It was a trap. These machines came out of nowhere. They've already taken out the venom smugglers. We need to stop them.
I guess DC Universe Online has a nice mixture of some of the better known characters like Batman, Superman, and some of the more obscure characters. Like there's even Mala and the Brain, which are Teen Titans villains that most people probably never heard about. Although I didn't watch the Teen Titan Go TV show, so maybe you actually see them in there. But I'm pretty sure they're pretty obscure Teen Titan villains that most people didn't know about.
Data has been divided across numerous.
And there are those like Deathstroke, who were pretty obscure at some point. Like if you were a DC comic reader, odds are you knew who Deathstroke was, but outside of that, most people probably didn't know. And then they had a weird version of Deathstroke in the Teen Titans cartoon, who was called Slade because Deathstroke probably was. Yeah, once in a while. I'm not too crazy about doing raids because, especially if you pug raids, like if you use pickup groups, the odds of getting into a failed raid are pretty good. So I only do raids once in a while if I don't mind wiping a few thousand times. Although I didn't do many videos playing raids. I think the last few times I did videos, I was probably playing a raid solo. Which sadly is not always an option, but you do what you can. But maybe next time I'll make a few videos about the various raids. Like right now, which raid do I have access to? Well, I guess there's quite a few raids I could do with this little guy. The problem is that if I want to get, let's say, marks of victory, then I'm stuck. I have to do tier 6 raids. Let's see. There's a few I could do, I suppose. Although Throne of the Dead with a group that you don't know, that's a pretty challenging one usually. Although I didn't try it in a while, so could be different now. The Labyrinth one, holy crap, I hated this one. But yeah, I guess I could do a few of those at some point. But usually a lot of those, although the Prison Break one wasn't too bad the few times I did it. Blackest Day, we were able to do it the first week it came out, and then after that, whenever I would get into a group, it was a disaster. Sometimes we wouldn't even pass the first boss. Paradox, I think I managed to do that raid once. The other times, again, we would get stuck on the first boss. So not too crazy about raids, I suppose, because it's very easy to get into a group that will not be able to complete the raid. Although there is a friend, Red Templar, who was trying to put together people so that people could be able to play group missions. But the few times the guys wanted to do missions, I wasn't really available, so. But sure, Flash, if you insist, I'll play a raid or two for you at some point.
The robots are after my sisters and...
And there's PvP also. I keep on promising myself to play a bit more PvP. So I guess I could put that on my my to-do list. More PvP, more raids. Actually, more. I guess I could more group content. Could be a good idea. I have to admit, I'm not sure what happens if you let the people bring in all the cubes. I'm gonna have to try it out at some point. Like that old fella, if I let him bring the cube, what happens? I'm not sure because I pretty much never let it. So I guess I'll put that on my to-do list next time. Don't stop the cube. And let's see what happens. Well, let's get rid of those two little fellas. What do you wonder? Ooh, we got a brawling weapon. I have to pinch myself. I don't think that ever happened before. I've done these missions hundreds of times, and this has to be one of the very few times where I actually got the weapon I was using. That's a nice surprise.
Thank you, but I have one last request. Please report this situation to my commander.
So let's go see our friend Adonia. We'll get a truckload of marks because we did a handful of missions. At least I think we will. Next time I try it, I'll try to let the little guy with the cubes live and see what happens. Because I've always wondered, what purpose do they serve? Like if you can keep letting them go and go, what happens? So next time I'll try to remember to put that to the test. Oh yeah, let's choose. So let's go for the mask. That's pretty much the mask, or could take a neck piece, a mask. Let's go for the mask. It's close enough. Essentially, the saying you're mentioning comes from the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Our friend Alan Scott had a similar saying, but it was a bit different. It's all right. I can understand the confusion when there's 3 dozen different Green Lanterns. This was essentially the original Green Lantern. Well, it was more like a bit more like this. This was pretty much the original Green Lantern. It was at the time it was more or less a modern retelling of Aladdin and the magical lamp. And later on in the or mid 50s, early 60s, well, mid or late 50s, they pretty much recreated the Green Lantern with the Hal Jordan version, which was saying the oath you mentioned. And I guess they went with a more elaborate oath or just tweak the oath to make it different. You never know. And that's the version of Green Lantern that gave us then the Green Lantern Corps. So essentially, that's the Green Lantern we got in the mid late 50s, which brought us the Green Lantern Corps and all that good stuff. And then later on, they found some ways to link the old Lantern with the Green Lantern Corps, saying that essentially the Alan Scott Green Lantern got his powers, his lantern from a meteorite. So essentially, a meteorite fell to Earth, and so out of that meteorite, essentially, he made his Green Lantern lamp and his ring out of that, and that's how he got his powers. And then at some point, they explained that the meteorite was part of Oa that somehow ended up on Earth, and that's how he was able to make himself a lantern and a ring out of that. So essentially, this is pretty much how they tried to reinvent Green Lantern by making him part of a larger core, and so we have the version where the Hal Jordan version where you have this alien who crashes on Earth and gives Hal Jordan his ring and his lantern, obviously, which we saw in the movie. If you saw the Green Lantern movie, that's pretty much the Hal Jordan origin in a nutshell. Although there is this animated movie called Green Lantern First Flight. If you never saw that, and if you kind of like Green Lantern, it would be worth seeing. And there's also another movie called The New Frontier, which is not really a Green Lantern story, but it does have a nice version of the Green Lantern origin story in there. But essentially, all the movies will pretty much be around Hal Jordan. Sadly, our friend Alan Scott will pretty much be a relic left in the past. Sadly, I'm pretty sure we'll never see a movie with this guy. Maybe we'll see him in the TV shows or something at some point, but I don't expect him to ever see him in the movies. But you never know. I remember a time when we thought we would never see Jay Garrick, and now we have him in the Flash TV show. And from what I understand, there is going to be a character called Jay Garrick in the Flash movie. Although he's going to be more of a supporting character that just so happens to be called Jay Garrick, I don't think they're going to go with the Flash from Earth 2 idea. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, so this was a few missions with our friend Green Lantern. If you guys ever want to see specific characters, just ask in the comment section down below and I'll see what I can do. Like I recall someone asked for a video with our friend Galactus, and yeah, it's been a while since I played with Galactus, so I'll probably use him maybe later today, if not tomorrow. Oh well, if you saw most of them, you pretty much saw the good Green Lantern stuff. I guess the worst has to be the Green Lantern movie, but it, the sad part is that there was a lot of good in that Green Lantern film, and Ryan Reynolds did a good job. He was fine, even though he was a bit he was trying to be a bit too funny. Hal Jordan never really was that funny, But that was a minor nitpick. Other than that, he did a fine job playing Hal Jordan. The biggest misstep was the villains, especially Parallax. I mean, Parallax being a big giant cloud, that was all 10 kinds of disappointing. Like you would have thought that people would have learned from the misstep that Fox did with Galactus. Like essentially when Fox uh, portrayed Galactus as a giant cloud, there was quite a backlash, and understandably so. It was a really bad decision to do that. So when they did the same with Parallax, I couldn't help but slap myself and ask myself, what did they really learn nothing from the Fantastic Four movies? And obviously not. Although it's quite possible that the movie was in production for so long that they had decided to do that before the Galactus Cloud, which is not impossible. But you would have thought that once they saw that the backlash with Galactus, that they would change their plans at some point. But then again, maybe it was too late to change. By the time we saw the big Galactus cloud, I guess we'll never know. Or but somewhere, someone thought that, hey, let's take Parallax and make him a big giant cloud. Holy crap, that was not good at all. And also the Mark Strong, who was playing Sinestro. Holy crap, was he a good Sinestro? But they pretty much wasted Sinestro by having him turn evil and in the post credit scene for no reason at all. Like we just see him, he puts on the ring, and that was 10 kinds of lame. Like the character was so awesome. Mark Strong did such a great job playing Sinestro, and then for no reason at all, we see him put on the yellow ring at the end. We understand the reason. Like the reason was that okay, Sinestro has to become a Yellow Lantern, but the way it was done, it wasn't organic at all. It was so forced that it was disappointing. And Sinestro was one of the great things in that film. So it was kind of sad to see them ruin that towards the end. But what can you do? So there was quite a few good scenes in that film, but overall the film didn't really work too well. Yeah, that happens, I guess. And sadly, we won't see Green Lantern for quite a while because they're trying essentially to distance themselves from that first Green Lantern movie. Anyways, so that's it for now, guys. Enough rambling. I'll probably have a video or two that I'm working on for more costumes. There's someone who asked for a video about how to make a proper Hawkeye. I'll see what I can do about that. It's a bit challenging to make a proper Hawkeye, but we can get something that sort of looks like a Hawkeye, even if it's not exact. So I'm kind of working on a few. Yeah, it was disappointing, Flash. I have to agree with that. So that's it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and thanks for those of you guys who have been sharing those videos. It's always appreciated. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.